At Cedar and Slate, this is a traditional style home. And so we have what's called a plinth block here. And so the reason we have a plinth block is actually because on our casing detail, if you look at it, we have kind of a lot of detail and molding in here. And so in order for our baseboard, which also has a detail on the top, to die into this casing, which that's how you normally have it. You have your casing go all the way down the floor and the baseboard would die into that. You would create kind of a very complex or unfinished looking, actually, unless you were to use similar profiles and do something with the baseboard differently there, or if it was thinner than this molding here. So we've used a plinth block so that we can go ahead and have these two details die into this, and you create a nice smooth transition between the two pieces. It's something that's done on traditional homes because traditional homes, as you know, usually tend to have more ornate moldings. And so these can get, if you go look up plinth blocks and you start looking around at them, they've got, some of them have crazy ornate designs on them. These ones are pretty simple because this homeowner, while they like the traditional elements, they also wanted kind of an updated, kind of a more modern version. And so inside this home, we also have what's referred to as a case opening. So this is one that's being installed right now. We don't have the casing on there or the plinth blocks at the bottom, but this serves as kind of a vestibule into the playroom area. You have a door here, and then you move through the hallway. You have more of these cased openings. So these are just kind of transition spaces and something that's more ornate, something you don't see in a modern home for the most part. You'll have these case openings. And then in this project, we also we'll have crown moldings, we'll have applied molding on the walls, we'll have all kinds of stuff, and we have transoms, which is a very traditional detail as well. Overall, we're just going all out, leaning into that traditional look and feel over here at Cedar and Slate, as you can tell by the cedar siding on the outside and the slate roof as well. Those are all very traditional details. Let's go take a look at some of these transoms. Into the kitchen, you have a pocket door with a transom above. And then if you come this way, you'll see where we've got it all staged. This is all material here that's going to be installed in various locations throughout the home. So these guys are cased openings with transoms. They're going to go respectively here, here, and there on the inside, not on these bigger, wider ones. And then we have those two big wide ones. We'll go here and here. And then this one has to be built in place. And that's what some of those just freestanding transom glass pieces are that you're seeing there. And as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of material. Our trim carpenters, Doorworks, they're an awesome partner for us. They're starting on all of this and they're getting it all installed now. You'll see this transom detail repeated not only in the interior of the home, but also on the exterior of the home. So you've got your French doors with your transom windows above. Those are all very traditional details. Another thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be wrapping these beams in a stained grade wood, and we'll have a crown molding going all around the perimeter, and in between these, kind of acting as a skirt material, and we'll be uplighting the space. And then we'll have some finished carpentry, built-ins that go across this whole entire space. So you'll have nice, beautiful millwork. This whole fireplace will get wrapped by our cabinet finishers. Actually, they have this whole thing figured out. On other areas of the home, we'll get more trim and it'll just become this really beautiful traditional home over here at Cedar and Slate. Let me show you guys just how many decorative beams we're gonna have inside this home. These are all of our wood beams that are going to be going inside of the main house over here at Cedar and Slate. So this is made by Doorworks. We're doing a box beam style because we're wrapping, we'll be hanging these on cleats and stuff. And then in some instances, we're actually wrapping existing beams from the previous builder because we want to get a stain grade material, and what's been put up is not a stain grade. So all this here, this is all paint grade. This will all get painted by our painters here, Prime First. And then we have these giant beams. These aren't beams per se, these are actually to wrap soffits where we're gonna have beams dying into that. So all of that's gonna be a nice, beautiful finished trim carpentry space, and that's for inside the kitchen. And then we have our beam wraps here. This is for wrapping skirt boards. So we have a couple places where we're going to create a skirt board, which that's, if you're not familiar with that, if you've got a ridge beam, you've got rake beams, you'll also have like a skirt board. It goes across the edge, and that's what the beam dies into. So that's a very traditional thing. It's when you would have, if structurally your ridge beam and your rake beams were all structural, you would see that skirt there. And then this huge stack here, this is for the great room, and this is our stain grade material for that. So all this will get sanded, stained, and installed. All right, thanks you guys for watching. Make sure to tune in and keep following us for future videos on Cedar and Slate.